Hey guys, I'm back. I wanted to do a quick flip through of the cursive workbooks that Matthew is working on. If you guys are new to my channel, this is our first year of homeschool. I am a homeschool mom of a third grader, and one of the things that I really wanted to focus on this school year is his cursive writing. From my recollection, he hasn't done cursive before. He has gone to public school from pre-K all the way to second grade. So I really wanted him to learn how to write and to be able to read in cursive, because a lot of our curriculum, as far as spelling and vocabulary, we're going to have words in cursive. So in order for him to be able to read that, obviously he needs to learn how to write it and be able to figure out what the words are in cursive before he can read it. So in order to keep this video short, I want to go ahead and get started and do a flip through of the 3 cursive books that I have here. The first book that I got is this cursive writing practice book, and this is from the Harcourt Family Learning. I got this at Barnes & Noble's for $3.95, and it is for grades 2 to 4. One of the things that I liked about this book is because it is animal themed, and that is what we've been learning throughout our first year of homeschool. So I'm going to go ahead. He's already worked his way. He's on K's now. And so I'll flip over to the next letter so you can see what it has. So this is the first page, and it gives you the capitalization and the lowercase, and then it gives you 3 words. And I usually have him do this at least 5 times, and then do trace, and then at least 4 times. And then any words that I feel like he needs to repeat, we do those on the last 3 lines. And then it gives you a little brief information about lemurs, which is what the animal is for the L's. So I have him do 1 page a day. So I think there are 4 pages. So 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th page, I usually go over, and if there's any words that he needs more practice on, I have him do it here. And then you flip it over, and then you start on the next letter. Now, one thing I like about this workbook is these do have perforated lines here, so you can just tear them off, which is what I do. Because it gives me, I hate having to flip through pages to figure out where he's at. And then it just gives me a quick, I can just go to the workbook and see exactly where he's at. Because I don't just use this workbook, I use other ones, which I'm going to show you. And then here at the end, you go all the way to Z. And here it gives you a little practice. You could start off with them using this first. In this book, you can make copies. So if you wanted to make copies of this page first and then have them repeat it before you start them over here, that's probably a good idea. I didn't even think about that until now. This is another page that you can make copies of, and it says my favorite animal is, and then because, and then they draw a picture down here at the end. That's probably something that I'm going to make copies of so that he can pick out several animals if he would like. And then back here, like here with the, let's see, the yellow jacket, you would see how it's written here, and then you would go over here, and you would find your yellow jacket, and I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Here, and then you would write it here in cursive. I like this book. I think it's very nice. I like the way that this style of cursive. I tried to see what it was in the book, but I couldn't find it. And the reason why I'm mentioning that is because on the next book, it's a different style of cursive, which I don't like. But I still want him to be able to recognize different styles of cursive, depending on, you know, he might come across literature that has a different style of cursive, and I don't want him to get confused because he hasn't seen it before. So I don't mind exposing him to different styles of cursive. I just particularly don't like the one that's in this book, and I'll show you that in a minute. So, and I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but I got that at Barnes & Noble's for $3.95. I also picked this one up for him to practice because I didn't want him to get bored with just doing letters. And plus, everything is the same in this book. So I wanted to mix it up a little bit. So I picked this up at Amazon, and this is Cursive Handwriting Workbook for Kids, Jokes and Riddles. and it's for grades 3 to 5. And he thinks this is really cute. We actually started this last week, I believe. And I don't remember how much this one was. I think it was $10 maybe. I'll leave it down below if I can find that for you. But basically, yeah, he started this on the 25th of January because we kind of go through these 3 different books so that he doesn't get bored. And so up here it gives you what it is, you know, the joke, and then it gives you the answer. And then here he has to trace it. And then here he has to write it. And the one thing I like about this book is down here he has to grade himself on how well did he do. So he grades himself. And I learned very quickly that I cannot see what he's doing here in pencil. So I had him do it in a colored pencil here so that I could see how he's tracing it, and then down here he'll write it. But we switched it over to pencil today because here you can't erase the colored pencils. So what he's doing is he's going to do the tracing in colored pencils and then just do it in pencil down here. And then here he once again grades it. He started to learn to write his name in cursive, so he puts his name in cursive and then he dates it. And then I go over and I check it, and then I'll make little marks on what I think he needs to correct or to make sure that he's doing it. Make sure that he looks at that, like right here where it says frog, he made the O into an A and then try to correct it. And so that's why we had to switch it over to pencil, so that if he does make a mistake, he can fix that before he hands it in. But I thought this was really cute. He likes it a lot. He thinks the jokes are pretty funny. It also has a part 2 advanced practice, which I love. And over here they have it in written form, and then he has to do it in cursive. So by the time he gets through this book, he should be able to look at that in printed form and then translate it into cursive writing here. So like I said, I really like this book. Matthew really enjoys it. I just don't like this style of cursive because here you don't connect the capital letter with the lowercase letter in the word, and I don't like that. But overall, I do like the workbook itself, and I do believe I think I only paid no more than $10 for this book on Amazon. So, and this is from the EXL Cursive Handwriting Workbook series here. So, and then the last book that we work on, and if you guys have been following my decluttering videos, you would know that I tend to hold on to stuff. So this cursive book I've had for quite a while, and I don't remember if I got it for my oldest son or my second oldest son, but the oldest is 23 and my other one is 16. So I've had it quite a while. But I'm glad that I found it, because while I was decluttering, I found it this past summer. So that's what I'm using. And this is for grades 2 to 4. And this is the School Specialty Publishing cursive. And I actually really like this workbook. This one also comes with blank pages if you want to practice. And so I use this one along with this one. So if he's working on K's, I will do the K's in here as well for Matthew. And if I can get this. And also this is perforated, so you can tear the sheets out, which I love. But this one also is an animal themed cursive book. And so I really like this style of cursive. As you can see, the capital K is connected to the lowercase letter here, sorry. And then he writes his name here in cursive, and then he dates it underneath there. And that's basically what the whole book is about. And I don't think there's anything on the back. It's just all, it's the same thing as this book. They give you the, let me go over to the next letter here. They give you an example of the capitalization and then the lowercase, and then they give you words that you have to copy here. And the same thing I do with this workbook that I do with the other workbook is I have him do it 3 times across, and then I check it, and if there's any words that I want him to do again or practice on, I have them do it on the last 3 lines. And I paid $3.95 for this book. So these are the 3 workbooks that we use for my 3rd grader. But there's also another thing that I want to show you if you don't have, if you can't, or if you don't want to use workbooks and you just want to like refresh your kids with cursive, is I get worksheets, or I make up worksheets here at handwritingworksheets.com. And what you can do is you can put the, you just type in what you want for your child to practice, and then you can make your own personalized worksheet. Now, Matthew did this one back in December, and so I had him do his first name, and now we are working on his first and last name, and then I'll do another worksheet for his first, middle, and last name. And I do like a couple, like at least 5 sheets of the same thing, and then I mix it up with the workbooks. So he's not doing it every day. We do 1 worksheet every day from either these 3 workbooks or whatever I've printed out for him. And that's how we do cursive. So if you guys are interested in doing cursive or introducing cursive to your child, and whether they're in homeschool or public school, I highly recommend this handwriting worksheet, especially with their name. I think that's a great start. But like I said, I really enjoy these workbooks as well. Not so much the cursive style in this workbook, but I do like that it has jokes and riddles for Matthew, so it kind of makes it more fun for him. But I really like this particular workbook as well. And I haven't checked if they even still make this, but if they do, I probably will get another one, see if they have a more advanced one, because next year I will be homeschooling a 4th and 6th grader, and I really want my 6th grader to get better at writing in cursive. Even though they do a little bit at school, they don't really do it as much as I would like. But and that is it for what we are using for our 3rd grader in his cursive writing. I hope this video you found useful and helpful for your homeschool child, or your you want to just supplement what they're learning in public school. But that is it for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next time. God bless, and have a great day. Bye.